So we want to make $1 million a month. Well, how do we get to $1 million a month? When we sell something that's high ticket, and we don't want to keep fighting for clients every month, so we want to have something that's reoccurring. So we're going to have a lead magnet that's going to be $1,000 that comes with a guarantee. That's our safety net. So if someone doesn't want to, like, that's a low ticket thing. Well, it's kind of low ticket, high ticket, but I mean, that's the lead magnet is going to, our lead magnet is going to try and make them an extra $3,000-$4,000 a month, and it's going to charge and cost them $1,000 once off, okay? And we're going to guarantee that if you don't make the money, if we don't get you that much clients back, then we will work with you until we figure it out. That's our guarantee. Simple. So that's our guarantee. It's basically assured that we're going to make you $3,000 a month, and I will make sure I fucking do it because I know I can. That's our lead magnet. That's a very good offer. Now once we get this gives us trust. So with the trust, we can then sell a high ticket offer of $6,000 a month. So that can be $6,000 or $5,000, I'm not sure, but that's the idea, is that we need to get $6,000 a month from a client to then do some service for them. So that's a bit high, because it's like, okay, how much money do you need to be making for them? You know, how much is that worth? That's worth a lot, and that's probably like one thing, maybe $6,000. So, but yeah, we're gonna play around with that and see what we can do for them to actually get that $6,000 a month and what value we can do. But that's the plan, right? So we need to get a high ticket offer, and once we do the lead magnet, once we start getting in their business, then we'll start to understand, and then we can do the high ticket offer and be like, yo, okay, we can do so much more for you, and we can unlock all these things, and with adding software into the mix, your training, all that, and we build out a money model for you, we can make you an extra X amount, $30,000 a month, and we only want to charge you $6,000 a month for ongoing training and services that we're doing. If we take 1 million divided by 6,000 equals to what? 167. 167 clients a month that needs to give us that reoccurring revenue. Or if we drop it down and say $2,000, say on the lower side, on like fucking bare minimum, we can do $2,000. That for sure I can do $2,000. $2,000 a month would equal 501 clients of reoccurring income coming in. Okay, so this would be an issue, because you want to get the ticket as high as possible because of the limit on the training. Okay, so obviously I'm planning way too far ahead of time, but this is the game plan, right? So $6,000 is the goal, because $2,000 would mean that profit margins are lower and our clients are higher. So there's more costs to do this 500 clients, because then you have to get higher leverage people. So for example, we have coding people who need to understand business, stuff like that. So for 500 clients, one of our staff members can handle maybe 10 clients. One staff equals 10 clients. So then you'd need 50 staff members to get 500 clients. Okay, and that's 50 staff members, that's 50 higher ticket salaries, because you need to pay a lot for these people, because these people know software and business. So they need higher salaries, they need to, it's harder to find them, and then obviously then your scaling is kind of shit. So that's kind of the plan. What we need to do is actually then, if we're going to do this, we need to have the leverage to clients very, very high. I feel like that was very simple math. It's not 501, it's just 500. That was actually very stupid math. Yeah. So if you have 500 clients, then you have to make it very automated, that they serving themselves. We're using the software, but we're not going to be implementing it as much with you. We're not going to be training you. We're just going to give you videos to use it and stuff like that, so that we don't actually need 50 staff. It's going to be very do-it-yourself type shit. But if you want to do $6,000 a month, then it's like, okay, we'll do it with you, but then we need higher leverage staff, better staff that's going to be working with the people, and basically people who have, someone who understands the business, someone who's going to understand software and be able to implement it into someone's business, and then help them directly to make money. So that would be $6,000 would be much more higher leverage stuff. And then this way we wouldn't actually do this. Then would be more of a do it yourself type business. That would be at the $2,000. So $2,000 would be do it yourself. So, and then done with you would be then $6,000. That's the kind of idea that we're going with. So yeah, so that's the game plan. Right now we are still in the beginning stages where we have the lead magnet now. As of tonight, it should be working 100%, but right now it's working like 95%. But I have enough to, make the content with it. I want to make the video, show people how to use it. This is a done for you lead magnet where it's like, we'll implement this whole email chain into it so that it follows up with clients, gets them to come into the door and make sure that they fill up the appointment space. Because if they don't fill up the appointment space, you basically lose double the money. You lose a potential client that you could have put in there and you lose this client. So you need to have that set up. Most businesses don't, and most dentist people don't, and that's why we're just talking dentists specifically, because it's just more niche, and we like the lead magnet is called dental flows or something. So it's like having it targeted for dentists make it easier to, like, they want it more because it's for them. Versus like you do it for nail salons, you do it for everyone, then it's going to be, you have to make it more generic and it's just not going to appeal as much. So just dentists, lead magnet is done. We're going to make the content, show them how to do it, make up the email flows now, and then start reaching out and hopefully get some responses that we can now sell on the lead magnet, make it a couple of $1,000s. And then basically this is just a learning phase also. So we're just going to sell and focus on this until this is working 1,000%, and we get a couple of clients at this, and then we'll work with them a bit extra, put in extra effort and make sure that they're working, that the clients are really happy with us, and we build that trust. And then once we get the trust, then we'll sell into this. This is also maybe next month. But first, get that trust. First, get some reviews. First, get some good feedback. First, understand better what the problems are with the business, and then we can always move into this later on. So if someone builds a 10-story building, they're gonna get it up before you even build the foundation for a 100-story building. But when the guy's done with his 10-story building, he's stuck, he can't move further, versus the guy who finished this foundation for the 100-story building. This guy's already up there, he's already got a 10-story building. This guy just finished the foundation, but now he has so much more room to grow. And over the next few years, it's going to be you can reach way higher heights. And the guy for his 10-story building has to break the whole thing down and rebuild the foundation if he wants a very high leverage opportunity. Basically what I'm saying is that this is going to take more time, but it's okay, because if we spend more time doing this and spend more time understanding the client and really finding ways to really help them and solve a problem, and fitting ourselves into that niche and fucking providing us $30, $40, $50, $100,000 worth of value, then we can charge as much as we want here, and the leverage to grow is fucking to the moon. So yes, slow process up front and make more money in the long run.